And special shout out to Future Nissan for letting me film the all new Altima. And if you're looking for a brand new Nissan, make sure to contact Sean. It's been a year since we reviewed the 5th generation Nissan Altima, and we loved it for its impressive acceleration and great fuel economy as well. However, for the 2015 model year, is it still competitive in a very hot competitive segment? Let's go ahead and find out. Now, for the 2015 model year, the Altima stays pretty much the same. However, the 3.5 SV and the 3.5 SL trims now come standard with the technology package, including touchscreen navigation and upgraded safety features, which remains optional on the 2.5 SV and the 2.5 SL. Also, the remote ignition system can detect the ambient temperature and activate climate defrost functions accordingly, and all SV models get a standard 8-way power driver's seat. Now, as far as styling goes on the Altima, I like it quite a lot. It's pretty stylish compared to some of its boring competitors like the Honda Accord and the Toyota Camry. Now, here's the key fob design of the Altima. I actually kind of like it. I think it looks very premium, I have to say. But you do have your lock, unlock, your remote engine start, and your panic button, and to release your trunk. You do have smart key access on the driver and passenger door. Chrome door handles as well. It's a black cloth interior, power driver's seat with power recline. Now, stepping on into the interior, it's actually, access is pretty good, and there's lots of room, I have to say. Now, you do have push button ignition, so put your foot on the brake, hit the button to start, of course. Leather wrapped steering wheel. You have a CVT automatic transmission. You also do have a sport mode as well. Rear view camera with guidance lines. And let's go ahead and cut on the lights. You have your fog lights and the hazards. Both the driver's window and the front passenger window are fully automatic. And let's go ahead and pop the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. Halogen projector beam headlights with your halogen fog lights. HIDs are also optional on the upper end trims. Pretty aggressive looking front end. I kind of like it a lot. Now, under the hood you will find a very impressive fuel efficient 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine producing 182 horses and with a top of the class EPA fuel ratings of 27 in the city and 38 on the highway, which is very impressive for the Altima for how big it is. Now, an optional 3.5 liter V6 is available on the higher end trims. And that is also very class competitive, and it's very competitive against the Accord V6, the Camry V6, and the Optima turbo 4-cylinder, as well as the Sonata turbo 4-cylinder, and the Fusion's turbo 4-cylinder EcoBoost. Now, I particularly like these 17-inch alloy aluminum wheels. I think they have a nice design to them. I like them better than the rims on the Accord Touring and the Camry XLE. Now, competitors of the Altima range from the Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, Ford Fusion, Volkswagen Passat, Mazda 6, and Subaru Legacy. It's a very hot competitive segment. Now, there are many trim levels of the Altima, but essentially the main trim levels are the S model, the SV, and the SL. And then you could choose what engine you want, either the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder or the 3.5 liter V6. Now the Altima comes well equipped on the base model with standard Bluetooth, standard power windows, mirrors, and door locks, and air conditioning of course. And Nissan's zero gravity seats, which are supposed to be very, very comfortable seats, and they are. Coming to the rear end, you have dual exhaust tips. Optional is LED tail lights as well. And a little shark fin antenna up there. Now, like I said, EPA estimates for this particular Altima is 27 in the city and 38 on the highway. And total vehicle price is $26,950. You do have power windows, your power door locks, and your power mirrors of course. Nice soft touch armrest that's wrapped in cloth. And chrome door handles on the interior. And let's go ahead and rev up that 4-cylinder and see what kind of soundtrack she makes. Very nice. It's actually quite good sounding. I really like the sound that the 2.5 makes. It sounds much better than the Toyota Camry, I have to say. Now, build and material quality is excellent out of the Altima. It's definitely way better than the previous generation Altima. You have nice soft touch materials on the upper door panel. The dash is also soft touch, and it's actually very high quality, I have to say. Now, coming to your main center stack here, you have your dual zone automatic climate control and your AC buttons. And coming to the main head unit, you have an AM, FM, CD player as well, and XM satellite radio. And you do have Nissan's Connect apps, which uses your smartphone for your data connection through your Bluetooth connection to access various apps, just such as Pandora. And you do have your presets right here too. Now, coming through the center, down here, you have a USB port down there, aux input, and a 12-volt power outlet. Your cup holders, storage right here, and coming to your center console, you have another 12-volt power outlet down there. And it is stitched, but it is wrapped in cloth as well. Now, the steering wheel design, I kind of like the steering wheel design. I think it's very stylish than some other cars. I like it better than the Honda Accord. Now, the way the Altima drives, it handles pretty well in its segment. It's one of the better handling vehicles in the class, I have to say. And the ride is also very compliant and very absorbent as well. Now, as far as visibility goes out of the Altima, it's actually pretty good, thanks to lots of glass area all around. And while it's not as good as, say, a Honda Accord or Toyota Camry, it's definitely a lot better than the Kia Optima and Hyundai Sonata with their sloping roof lines. Now, coming to your buttons on your steering wheel, you have your Bluetooth and voice recognition buttons, your cruise control, and steering wheel mounted audio controls as well. And these controls on the steering wheel control your TFT display in the middle, right there. And you could change your source by pressing this button right here. And it shows all your information, such as your tire pressure monitoring, your average fuel economy, what radio station you're on, and your warning lights, of course, and vehicle settings too. Now, there's many optional safety technologies on the Altima as well. You can get blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and rear cross traffic alert. Now the seats in the Altima are very comfortable, like how they said they were supposed to be very comfortable because they're the zero gravity seats, and they just have a lot of cushion to them, which I really love. It's great for long road trips, especially hauling the family around. Now coming to your gauge cluster and your center screen, I particularly like these gauges because I think they have a nice crisp white lighting to them. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the Altima. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the car, including the trunk capacity and the rear seat legroom. Now coming to the rear, materials and build quality do follow through. Still nice and soft to the touch on the upper door panel where your elbows might rest, and still nice and wrapped in cloth right here. And you do have chrome door handles back here. Now access inside of the Altima is actually pretty good thanks to its wide opening doors. Now back here, rear seat legroom is definitely a lot better than the previous generation, and while it's not best in class, it definitely has enough room for the average family. But you do have dual map pockets, rear air vents, and an armrest with cup holders. And back here, the seats themselves are actually very comfortable. I really do love these Nissan zero gravity seats. Alright. Now coming to your cargo capacity, it is pretty spacious. The rear seats do fold down 60-40 split. Full manual passenger seat. Your glove box compartment. Alright. So the 2015 Nissan Altima continues to be a top choice among family sedans, delivering excellent fuel economy and a rare blend of comfort and agility. And no wonder why it's one of the top selling sedans here in America. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.